There we go.
MP should name Player of the Month after you, if we're being honest.
Yo, MP. You want to really test yourself? Try. Yo, MP. I heard someone on the way in here say you are.
For shots, 35 shots, 200 points.
There's the man of the hour. Go get him, MP.
For three. That's good.
Coming up next, the Heat taking on the Bulls. For Miami, they're desperate to find a solution to their problem. Be just the answer they're looking for. Bulls, Heat, coming right up. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. So the opening lineup for the Heat, we've got Tyler Hero. Whitehead out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Neal in at the four-man position.
All right, let's
and
go.
for Chicago, we've got Franklin, MP out there with Scoot Henderson. Then it's Julius Randle. And it's Houston in at the small forward. Well, we're well into the season now, Brent. Our team's about where you thought they'd be in terms of rank at this point.
Well, there's always a few surprises, but those elite teams, they've done what we expected them to do, and that's rise to the top. It only gets harder to imagine that these teams would slip out of that position at this point.
And MP throws it down.
That's how you do in the first
And
possession.
we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance and efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what we're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
So it's Chicago now after the Heat pick up two. Randle outside. No good with the triple. And so Whitehead will bring it up for the Heat. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys are defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Here's Adebayo. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. And it's good for two.
Well, how about that? Bam stepping out just a little bit from the mid-range with a touch.
Pass to Houston. Nailed from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Adebayo with a screen on MP. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot two free throws.
Hero right now working himself into a lather, staying aggressive and drawing the defense's attention.
And he makes both free throws.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Releases from 15. And it's Miami with the rebound.
That's not ankle breaker.
Here's Whitehead. 20 points for him last game against the Knicks in New York.
Let's just not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Here's Henderson. Heat knocking down the tray. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Randall outside.
Dude.
Just 5 on the clock. MP passes to Henderson. The 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And here's Neal outside. Sinks the triple.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Houston. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact. So a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
Well, not just a fantastic basketball player, MP also a great example for all the youngsters out there off the floor.
Adebayo with the screen on Henderson. Here's Erhan. And Franklin pulls it down.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but it's like plenty of room.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hero.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You take a look at the Clippers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And right now, Chicago, they've started the way we expect. Aggressive, relentless, just imposing their will upon lesser teams.
Now here's Henderson. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Takes a shot at the elbow. That one doesn't drop. Miami's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Adebayo the screen. Erhan. From outside, off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And MP throws it down.
Great finish from MP, powering it home once he had that great position.
The Heat trail by 3. Erhan. Henderson defending. Adebayo passes to Whitehead. Good ball movement here by Miami. Hero from long range. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that lead.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Now some of the best in the NBA right here. The top scorer, efficiency-wise. MV is number 1.
He is a finisher, plain and simple.
Yes,
That's astonishing.
Neal passes to Whitehead. Hero against MP. Hero no good. The Bulls leading by 5. Henderson right side. Sweet little floater. Henderson's got 5.
Oh, double count.
They're going to have a nice little run here.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They need this. It's good from long range.
The hero comes into the game in attack mode, going right at the defense off the dribble.
MP right side.
Oh!
God.
Fans love it. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena. I'd like to see that painting. An artful jam by MP and just savoring the moment.
Earhart, Henderson defending. The pass to Whitehead. And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not.
Component in their offense is averaging almost 18 points a game. Neal, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's MP. Neal pulls it in.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Hero passes to Adebayo. Banked in off the glass. He has 6.
And maybe that's why he's nicknamed Bam. Taking contact, bam, bam.
Henderson kicks to Franklin. Quotes it up for Henderson.
That's what Shaq in the pool.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it. This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Adebayo the screen. Down low. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hero, no good. Chicago leading. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Timeout called, the Heat. The Heat making a switch here. Ramsey's checked in.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for MP. First in scoring. And he's as good as it gets from three-point land. In fact, the best percentage that we have in the league.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Now, here's Adebayo. They really needed more from him in that loss to New York. The drive by MP. It's all in by the Heat.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Poked loose and stolen by MP. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And MP throws it down hard.
Great execution there. MP completes that one on the break.
And they're bringing you up close and personal in the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Ramsey. Here's Whitehead. Here's Earhart. And it's off from three-point range.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Here's MP. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
It's a determined drive from MP. He gets inside and forces that foul. That trip to the line is earned.
Ball's checked in for Chicago. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Ramsey passes to Whitehead. Here's Ramsey. And Franklin pulls it down. Franklin's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Passes it to Bishop. MP outside. And MP throws it down hard.
Sit down. Running out of things to do against MP here tonight. Just no stopping it.
The Heat trail by 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Whitehead. Buries the long-range jumper. Whitehead's got his second basket of the night.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
In the corner, it's MP. And MP throws it down hard.
And the coaching staff enjoying that as Randall is becoming a bit more of a facilitator.
And Miami shooting 40% here in the early stages. Here's Ramsey. Bishop covering. Here's Adebayo. The 10-footer finds the target. Adebayo's got 8. Bulls leading by 6. Outside, ball. Randall right side. Here's the screen. And there it is for him. Randall's got his second basket of the game.
Nice play by Julius. Good decision maker in the pick and roll.
Pass to Adebayo. Here's Whitehead. Covered by MP. And Clowney can't get it to go. End zone. MP will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And he dunks it down.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
And Miami has possession after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Lonzo Ball picks one up. And call time here. And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for him.
The blocks just aren't coming for him nearly as much as they were a few years ago. I think he's lost a little something in terms of that intimidation factor and that ability to change a game with his interior defense, and that's too bad.
Henderson against Hero. Conley grabs the miss.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
On the court for the Heat, we've got Hero, and it's Jackson in at the center position. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against the Suns was tremendous. He had an impressive number of points on the night, and his work ethic was evident. Notching a double-double, and also making his presence felt. He really worked hard in that game and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
Excellent, David. He got it again.
Yes. Oh, I break the points, too.
And
Break
hard to
Kevin
believe he
Garnett's
surpassed
points.
Kevin Garnett
25.
on the career scoring list. KG
Break this
had
too.
over 26,000.
You know, he must be humbled, right? Knowing he's going
I see, like,
against
one more
as
basket.
fierce a competitor as the game has ever seen.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Here's Houston. And that one falls
three.
off Conley's feet. Houston's got 6.
That's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Hero against Henderson. Jackson setting the pick here for Hero. Shoots over Henderson. Hero, no good.
And another miss. Whew. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as it can have, you're right. MP converting the top pocket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Erhan. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Henderson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's MP. Neal pulls it in. Neal's got 4 rebounds in this game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Out to the wing. Here's Erhan. And that one's on target from the wing.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it and went right into the shot.
In the corner, it's MP. Another miss by MP. For the Heat, their last game, a loss to the Knicks in New York. Jackson, a screen on Henderson. Hero from long range. Conley grabs the miss. Conley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Henderson passes to MP. Gets a hand on it.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
To the middle, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. MP sets the screen for Bay. And here's MP for 3. Hits a 3-point bomb. MP's got 7 points here in this fourth.
Oh, from the corner, MP just showing off now.
Outside, Hero. Earhart covered by MP. And Sadiq Bey picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Chicago making a switch here. Franklin's checked in. On defense, the Bulls. Adebayo with a screen on MP. And the basket is good. He's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And every bit of the body control right there for Adebayo out there, going right through the contact.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Well, they've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break will add to your total in a hurry.
And with the big collisions we see in the paint, and Greg, there are some have argued for changing the charge rules. Did you see that?
You know, there's talk of extending the restricted area. I've even heard some say ban charges by help defenders. I like the former idea. That seems less extreme.
Back to Hero. Off the mark, and a chance to trim it to single digits. Chicago leading by 10. There's the steal. And he drives in. Bucket is good. He's got 6. So it's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. MP sends the screen for Henderson. That's some nice ball movement here by Chicago. MP outside. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. Here's Franklin. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Running pick and roll to perfection. MP putting that pass right on the money.
The Heat trail by 10. Right side Hero. And he overshot that one, missing.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been.
Conley gets the bucket.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed the tee and the blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Hero finds Adebayo. From downtown, that one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Now, here's MP. Tight defense on him. A nice shot by Franklin. Franklin's got 8 points.
And one of the better passers that you'll find MP, not afraid to move the ball.
And the pass to Hero. Up top, Brown. Here's Earhart. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Henderson kicks to MP. Kicked away. Henderson. Outside, Hero. Pass to Neal. Shoots a fader.
Oh, no.
Passes it to Brown. Lets the 3 fly. And it's MP with the rebound. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Bulls.
No.
They lead by 11. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
That's my other return, too.
Neal with the steal. Here's Hero. Miami no good on that time either.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him.
That's our hero.
And one thing we know about MP, he loves to compete.
And so here is Miami. Earhart covered by MP. To the inside. Franklin with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. And it's Conley that time on the assist by MP. And that's now 7 points for Conley.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking,
Get that out
never
of here.
find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
Here's MP. Got a piece of it. And it's blocked by Brown. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Well, every team in the league would love to have a guy like Tyler Hero. An elite shooter off the catch, scores in bunches, and spaces the floor.
And the Bulls making a change here. Randall's checked in, and Miami with a change here, too. Whitehead's checked in for Brown. Shot on the wing, and it's Chicago scoring again.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The Heat trail by 16. Earhart, Henderson defending. Pass to Whitehead. Four on the shot clock. That one goes in. Whitehead's got 10 points.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Randall passes to MP. Randall surveying the D. A three from MP.
That's not the
right. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 6 assists here tonight.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Shots good by Hero.
And that time, Tyler Hero just so quick on the pull-up. Defense could not recover.
Henderson passes to Randall. Floats it up for MP.
Oh, wow.
Stolen by Adebayo. Now
Wow,
8 seconds separating the two clocks.
That's why I was looking at that
And
square
a wide
meter.
open look for Hero. That three off the mark.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
There's Hero with the three. Hero can't get that one to fall. MP dishes to Randall. The three-pointer, no good.
Nope.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Bulls on top, leading by 17. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Miami Heat.
They got worked on the glass. Lots of spectating, not enough activity. Disappointing first half.
And I'm sure they would agree. And another important topic, injuries. Let's take a look at what's happening across the NBA.
The Sixers getting bit by the injury bug. The absence of Maxey really affects what they can do offensively. They rely on his playmaking, his scoring, and of course, especially his ability to space the floor.
Yeah, I'm not sure anyone on the bench can do what he does. I think it's going to take a group effort.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. MP really making a difference here.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
Yeah, he knows his role. He's out there to distribute the ball, get his teammates involved. Nice job.
MP out there with Scoot Henderson. Then it's Julius Randle. And it's Houston in at the 3. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. There's the pass to Adebayo. Five on the clock. And here's Neal outside. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet.
And there is some intelligence behind the passing of Adebayo. Not flashy, but making smart ones.
Feed the big man.
Hero against MP. Inside, Franklin. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Big man. What?
Recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Here's Hero. And the Heat got another bucket right there.
There's going to be all kinds of defense in a shot maker's face, and Hero dealt with that well.
Henderson kicks to Franklin. On the wing, MP. Going inside. And MP throws it down.
So I take a drink. I was broke.
Anybody else feeling a bit dizzy? Wow, what a move by MP.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam
Like a
King.
high fly with George Smith.
Hero passes to Whitehead. Back to Hero. From the arc. And the Heat, another 3.
Spring.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Now here's Henderson. He's tightly guarded. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Erhan. Rebound by the Bulls. Henderson's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And after burying
cut down a lot.
shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
To the paint. Here's Adebayo.
Oh, you thought.
Good work there as it goes. Adebayo's got 13.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Henderson kicks to MP.
That's the wild for 3.
Good on the triple.
No hesitation that time off the catch and shoot. You gotta like it when MP's firing with that kind of confidence.
Pass to Adebayo.
That's been my takeover.
It's stolen by Randle. Henderson outside. Pass to MP.
Defense is smart. With this Chicago Bulls crowd.
Here's Houston. He has 6. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Randle.
Oh, let that
Neal
slide.
pulls it in. Neal's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Probably I'm about to
Henderson
call the
defending.
mobile mod.
Hero passes to Adebayo. Shoots from 12. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. The Bulls leading by 18.
Oh, no,
moving
no.
the ball around.
That's my okay.
And the Bulls
Right in that
got
corner.
another 3.
Let's go,
Spreading
boy.
the wealth. He just has a knack for doing that on and off the court.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
He used to call
Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And some of these distributors have been very hot from beyond the arc this season. The best three-point shooting point guards in the league. MP is number 1.
He is so exceptional from long range that it forces the defense out and really opens things up for him, which makes it easier for him to set up his teammates.
You always think about a point guard making penetration plays, but ability to drill the ball from three-point land. There's just no way to defend something like that.
Instead of going for the drop.
Just step back and bury a trademark long-range three-ball.
And Miami has possession. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Adebayo the screen. Here he goes. Whitehead's shot is off. Here's Chicago. They've gone on a 10-2 run.
Oh, got him.
No problem with the contact there. MP with the easy.
Give me another poster.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. There's the triple. Rebound by the Bulls. Franklin's got rebound number 13 with that last one. MP passes
Julius Randle. Missed the layup.
And that's 2 points.
Cleans up the mess.
Randle's got 4 points now in the quarter.
So active and understanding more and more with his experience where to be to get offensive rebounds is Julius Randle.
Hero with the screen on Henderson. Here's Erhard, and it's denied. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing.
When
to rise up and swat that one away.
Here's Whitehead. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Whitehead's got 12 in the game.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
That's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Pass to Adebayo. Hero against MP. Hero passes to Adebayo. It's deflected. To the inside. Henderson. Good, and it's MP. Picking up the assist. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
On the wing, MP. He takes.
Oh my gosh. That was nasty.
MP has no problems taking charge.
Posterized.
Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Now, among the changes this year is the NBA is granting coaches a second challenge if their first one is successful. Now, coaches had been hesitant to use their one challenge earlier in games, even when calls seemed pretty clearly to have been missed. The downside to a second challenge, more stoppages, but the league may look at other measures to help keep the game moving. Kevin?
Yeah, I like that, D.A. A lot of things to consider. Thanks. Heat have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third.
I missed that layup in my rebound.
Whitehead passes to Hero. Right wing. To the left side wing. Here's Whitehead. Traps in the tray.
Hey.
Whitehead's got 5 points now in the quarter.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out.
Henderson kicks to MP. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Oh, second.
Heat have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Here's Neal. That one, no good. Randle with some nice D. Here's Franklin. 10 points for him. And that one's good by Henderson.
First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
And there's the pass to Adebayo. Adebayo the screen. Kicks it to Neal. Now, here's Adebayo. He's covered closely. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8-14.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
So timeout called here, the first for Chicago.
A chance to look at the numbers for Neal. How his last 10 games have gone. He's around 14 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Conley sets a screen for Bay. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Nice.
Bay's got 5 points so far.
And Bay's not going to hesitate. Very confident in that range.
Pass to Whitehead. Beyond the arc. Bay pulls it in. And it's Bay with the ball for Chicago.
Got him. Sit down, man.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
That's how you call poster.
These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Earhart, he's covered by Ball. Jackson, a screen on Ball. In the corner, Neal with it. A three-pointer off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
I did dunk, but got me.
And let's take a look at some numbers for Isaiah Jackson. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. Miami's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Here's Whitehead. Off target from outside. And Chicago shooting an impressive 65%, handling their way with this defense.
Oh, that's a really nice job from MP to invite the contact and then get to the line.
He shot 3 of 5 from the line. And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for MP. And it's the Heat with the ball. They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The Heat shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And he makes the first. Levine's checked in for MP.
I got it.
Some changes. Pierce comes in for Sadiq Bey. And MP subbed in for Zach LaVine. Bishop left side. MP outside.
Well, put 3.
And got it. Another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. We've got Whitehead. And Adebayo is out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Neal in at the power forward position. The shot by Adebayo. MP, that's for 2. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Down low. And Adebayo throws it down.
And for Bam, it doesn't get any easier than that.
Chicago's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Over to the left wing. Put that bucket in no time at all.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Adebayo's got 10 points in just the second half. Now, here's ball. Defense right on him. MP outside. And they double up MP.
Solid.
Outside Conley. 6 to shoot. Fades. Again, Chicago.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second.
And Miami shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Here's Hero, and it's blocked by Conley. They recover it. Chicago's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Bishop left side. Passes it to Pierce. MP outside. Misses the 3. And for the Heat, they're shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Whitehead passes to Neal. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding, rising up off the ground.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Pierce. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Adebayo. And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Had to put bad.
Great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
D'Angelo Russell's checked in for ball. Here's MP.
Another one.
And how about just
floating? How come he get closer out to somebody?
When he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Like how many times?
And it's the Heat with the ball. Pass to Adebayo. Adebayo the screen. Now the pass to Neal. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. Lays it up off the glass. Adebayo's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And a wide open look for MP. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Pierce. Here's Erhan. Buries it from 3-point range.
And that's just too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get open, but the defenders have to work harder to nullify that.
Pierce kicks to MP.
That was it,
Pierce with the screen on Hero. MP dishes to Pierce. And Pierce with the jam.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops. And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
And the best by MP.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Passes to Adebayo. Over Pierce. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo. Adebayo's got 14 points now in the second half. Chicago's got 8 shots off from 3-point land and hit half of it. And here is MP. Over in the corner, Conley. Bishop outside for the 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
Guys, he's been a
Don't have the badge.
coming at
first
them time and time again.
I don't like...
Oh, second.
He's in his living room right now. He's found the comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Hayes checked in for Chicago. Pass to Adebayo. There's Neal with the three. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Adebayo's got assist number 5 here tonight. Now, here is Russell from past the arc. Neal pulls it in. Neal's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Chicago.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
This team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
And with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
And it's in there. Hero's got 28.
How about Hero? Gets inside and finds a way to sneak up his shot and get it to go.
Outside Russell, a 3 from MP. The second chance effort, and Pierce with the lay-in.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second-chance opportunities again and again.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The pass to Neal. Here's Whitehead. They should cover him. To the middle. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. He drills the three-pointer.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
It's tipped. And a deep 3 from MP. And so Chicago takes this one and by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps. And the exit.
That's how you leave it all out on the floor. Nice job.
That was all lost around the team no more. Gotta go get it right.
Battle of the young goats. I love it. Let's go.
How much VCM? 8,720.